Round 9 was a good time to be an underdog. My tips, on the other hand, went to shit pretty quickly, only picking up 4 out of 8, which just isn't cricket. Think it was something like 4 dogs got up this weekend. Either way, it cooked the old tips. First game went exactly as expected. Penrith stomped out Rabbits 42 to 12. Rough first gig for the new coach. I would have held on to JD one more week before sending them in to take on Penrith. Rabbits started off very hot with Tago being sent off the field, putting them 13 on 12, which they took advantage of. I feel Penrith, they have been a little bit clunky for the first, say, 20 minutes or so before really getting into their groove. No Cleary as well, but no dramas at all. Snyder played an unreal game. He'll be super handy coming up to the origin period, or I guess any time that Cleary's out as well. And goddamn, Taylor May, he runs that hard and fast as well, just devastating attack. And yeah, unreal link up as well with Edwards there. And it put the King of May over for the 4-pointer. I'd say keep your heads up, Rabbit fans, but with the injuries to Cam Murray, Hawkins, and Gray, it's just going to get worse, honestly. Didn't get to watch the full lot of this live, but the Raiders snuck in for the win over Manly, who went to fucking sleep to lose this game. They go down 26-24 after being up 24 to 6. Terrible choke from the Birds of Brookvale. Huge momentum swing as well, with big Elliot Whitehead crashing over for 2, inspiring his lads all the way to the W. I was on my way to Suncorp trying to watch this one on the bus with my brother. He managed to slap on a live bet for the milk to get a win, so GG to him. Raiders showed some grit as well, coming back from a bad situation and a rough few weeks, showing they got some spirit in them as well. Don't think they're out of the woods yet, but Manly, they really shouldn't have lost that one. Fuck, this next one hurts me to talk about, but the Broncos got a little bit pumped by the Roosters 40 to 18. What could go wrong went wrong in this one. I wouldn't say that it was our best, but it was competitive enough at stages there. Ended up at 18 all at one point, but then it just all went to shit. The penalty count did not help us at all, but towards the end as well, the defense just, yeah, it kind of hurt to watch. More than that as well, we lost our general Renno with a bloody torn bicep, putting him out for at least 12 weeks. Then Jesse as well copped a broken jaw, putting him out for some weeks as well. Throw some HIAs in there, and it just turned into a real head noise recipe. Might be time to break the glass, throw all the money in the world at Ben Hunt, and somehow bring him home. Roosters, they did really well without some key players. Sam Walker, he continued his brilliance from last week. Just a rough watch at Lang Park. Speaking of rough watches, doggies, they get it done over the Tigers 22-14. It was just not the most thrilling watch I've ever seen in my life. Happy days to get another tip right for the round back of the Dogs. Burton, he's looking a lot better in the last few weeks as well, linking up on that left edge. Funny how each team just seems to be absolutely terrified to go anywhere near kick out as well. After Reid managed to get 2 of the Tigers players sent off as well, I thought they were going to put a lot more points on, but Tigers did well to deny them further. Overall, though, it was just a meh game. Again, Storm pull out a bees dick performance in the GC, winning just 22 to 20. Mad Dog Munster getting over was the easiest pick I've ever put on. Storm looked like they were picking up from where they left off last week, though, about to put on a massive score, but Titans, they just held on again and made it a nail-biting finish again. I think as well, if they keep Brimson at fullback, he is just so dangerous, just being able to roam around the park and pop up here and there. Absolutely heartbreaking, though, to see Paps go down again with another injury. Believe it's another fracture, so he's going to be out for a couple of weeks there. You just hate to fucking see it. Though Storm might unleash an absolute monster they have in Falago. Falago? However you pronounce his name. He is a fucking weapon. The try that he scored was unreal. The footwork, the speed, the audacity of the dive in his second out of NRL game. He is going to be a serious problem if they put him anywhere in that team. Good luck trying to deal with him. Honestly, chance the Cows keep dropping all the way down to fight the Rabbits for the wooden spoon at this point. Even at home in the north, they can't help their defence going down 26-28 to the Finns. This one was always going to have me a little bit sketchy because Wayno does like a big bounce back. I thought surely the Cows can't go down 4 weeks in a row at home, especially. But alas, they checked that one off. So the way the game opened up, you thought they were going to put an absolute score on the Finns, but that slowed down dramatically. Nanai was a shining light, and I'd say Dearden as well had a pretty solid game as well. Zarko, he slotted a hattie for the Finns and kicked 4 out of 8, which made the difference. Meanwhile, Val Holmes, he is out here missing kicks left, right, and centre. Missed the kick to put him in a golden point as well. Dismal and a rough day to be a Cows fans. I don't know what there goes, honestly. Unlucky. Another tip that I nearly changed last minute as well was the Knights versus Wars. I'd heard all the stats against the Wars at the stadium and against the Knights, but I backed them in thinking surely they can get it done. They're due for a win, and on paper, they're the better team. It was a very wet and sloppy game overall, but the Knights came away with the W 14-8. I just don't know what's going on with the Warriors, but they're in trouble. Honestly, I dare say they're close to Cowboys territory of what the fuck's going on. Maybe since Metcalf has been out, their attack just isn't pumping like it has been. Yeah, a little bit worried they're going to fall back into previous season form where they're just, yeah, pretty dismal hit and miss type of thing. I was a little bit pissed as well watching Rocco Berry never pass the ball at all to the one guy on their team who scores unreal tries week in, week out. I think they've got a bit of a problem not contesting the kicks as well. GG to the Knights winning again without Kalen Ponga. You pulled the Wollabee there. Finally, the Sharks beat the Dragons at a very wet Shark Park, which I think would have suited wet-haired Nico perfectly. Dragons, they made it really gritty, showing up in defense, putting huge pressure on the Sharks for a good part of this game. Sloan as well had some unreal, beautiful try savers where I thought that the players would easily cross the line, but he managed to get on them, which was really impressive. It was pretty neck and neck deep into this game until big cult hero Hazleton crashed over about five blokes to get him the match winner. At a point, Dragons could have definitely won the game as well, and I was thinking, fuck me, they're that painful to tip against, honestly. Again, they shouldn't be getting close to teams like the Sharks, but they pull out these performances probably every second week. It's so hit and miss with them. You just never know what you're going to get. Really starting to piss me off. I have a personal vendetta against them this year, though, honestly. And yeah, it's been hurting my tipping, but hopefully your tips ended up a little bit better than mine. I'm really starting to question backing the Cows and the Wilds moving forward, and yeah, honestly, nearly add Manly to that as well. Make sure to give the socials a follow, like, and subscribe, and catch you later.